Happy Friday, everyone. Hope all is well. For those of you suffering depression, don't worry. Take your meds. It'll be okay. I understand what it feels like to suffer with depression, and it's always good to reach out and talk to someone, or also find a hobby that you like. So, I'm sharing this hobby with you guys because it's not only something that I like to do, but it's also an investment. And I think a lot of you will, maybe want to thrift also. So I have some pieces here. So what happened is a couple months ago, I ran into a flea market and I saw something that I liked, which was an antique perfume bottle. And I just went home and started Googling it and, seeing who made this thing. And for something that I paid $20 for, it's literally worth like $100. So not only is thrifting and going to a flea market something to do, but it's also an investment. And I want to share with you guys some pieces that I picked up at a flea market that I went to, and this is located on 22nd between 5th and 6th Avenue. I'll definitely be over there this week doing some video shooting so you guys could see. I've gotten some antique Louis Vuitton. I've gotten a bunch of some of the stuff. I text my girlfriend like, "Hey Ken, look at this shit." She's like, "Dave, you got like an eye for this shit." So these pieces right here, I purchased like about 2 weeks ago. Take this off. And this is an antique perfume bottle. And it has the little, dipper. So that goes in like that. And it sits on your dresser. So when I look at pieces, I try to Google them, like, okay, perfume bottle, look at the structure, what's going on. So the woman that I bought this from, she wanted $85. And I looked at it, then I noticed like something was wrong with it. And she was like, "Listen, I see you really want it. I'll give it to you for $30. Okay, I bought it. I went home, I did some research. This piece that I paid $35 for is literally worth like $400. Yeah. So like I said, not only is thrifting fun, but it's also an investment. And I did take it to an appraiser, and it is worth about $400 right now. So this is an antique, and it's also a collectible item. And I just love this piece. So I went and got a dome, and it sits under the light. Another piece that I got, take this off, is this antique porcelain mirror. So I seen this thing, I'm like, "Oh, this is so cute." $4. Took it home, did some research about it, took it and got it appraised. It's literally worth about $60 because it is also a collectible item, and there's other pieces to this. So if I run into another flea market or anytime I go, I always look for the other mirrors to collect these things. And once again, these things sit over here. There's also this dolly. I'm a doll collector, and Bloomingdale's had came out with a limited edition Ralph Lauren doll. And I just happened to see it in a bin with a bunch of other dolls, and I popped it open, and it is like in immaculate condition. So I haven't really gotten this appraised because you could go online and look up Bloomingdale's limited edition dolls. So I paid, the person wanted about $70. I ended up only paying $20. I don't know why, but maybe because I bought some other vintage things from him, but this was $20. I went online and looked at the actual value of this, and it's about like $90. People do collect these things, and I think this is so cool that it's in its original box, made by Mattel, and it's a cute piece. Another piece that I found was this, it's a limited edition. This is 32 out of 45. I haven't quite gotten the value of this. All I know, it has other pieces to it. So I only paid $20 for it. So I'm hoping that it could run me a couple $100. So I haven't checked that out yet. And it literally came all wrapped up like this when I bought it from the person. So like I said, not only is thrifting something to do, but it's also an investment and an amazing hobby. And it's a hobby that I want to share with you guys. I've gotten a lot of pieces, a lot of dolls. This doll is in actual box, and it's in amazing condition, and it's a Tansy Twist. For those young ladies that know what this is, Tansy Twist was a fashionable model, and they literally just made a doll out of her. So, you know, times are hard. Anytime you guys run into a flea market or go into a thrift shop, you know, pick things out. And your phone is literally your map to your definition to how much all these things are going to cost. So use your phone to its advantage. And I think I did amazing with these pieces, especially this piece is like my pride and joy right now. I do have another perfume bottle that sits on my dresser. I should have brought it out. But you will definitely find some amazing pieces. And once you start to find out how much it's worth, you'll be like, oh shit. So you guys, you know, if you run into a flea market, if you guys go on my YouTube page, there's something about Dacia. There's a little video that I did about L Train Vintage. They have about 5 locations. For those of you that are into vintage clothing, vintage bags, vintage jewelry, they have all those things. So you guys need to check them out. So this is my little collection that I've started, and I plan on doing more thrifting. I'll probably go back there tomorrow, you know. So it's a hobby that I wanted to share with you guys. And as always, guys, be good to each other, love each other, don't take things personally.